Hi everyone, DJ here. Welcome to Best of the Worst Showcat Builds in LEGO Worlds Part 18. Overlap part of Best of the Worst Showcat Builds in LEGO Worlds. We have shown what the Adventure Hunt, the Arcade, the Barbershop, and the Beach. If you guys haven't seen those Showcat builds, maybe go check that part out before this one. But today we have some Showcat builds that pretty much are more classic Showcat builds, but they're from 2021. And I can't wait to show those Showcat builds in today's best to worst Showcat builds in LEGO Worlds. So, I'll wait no time as always. Let's get into this. And also, guys, before we do start as well, if you guys haven't checked out the recent poll, make go check that poll out before there was a new poll coming out. Pretty much the poll was, did everyone enjoy Toy Story 4 from 2019? Which I hope it said, did you enjoy Toy Story 4 from 2019? And I was really surprised because everyone said yes. And I was like, wow. I was not expecting everyone to enjoy Toy Story 4. Because most of all, Toy Story 4 was a very, pretty much a good movie, but it's not really my favorite Toy Story. I'm not saying there was nothing bad about it. Well, actually, the ending was, because mostly for Woody and Buzz. Because, yeah, that Woody and Buzz separated was not cool at all. Because I didn't really like that at all. Because Woody and Buzz has been one of my favorite duos ever since Toy Story, by the way. Especially from other duos from pretty much like Lee and Disney movies as well. So I didn't really like that at all. But still, it was a good movie. And I can pretty much say this, is that if they do a Toy Story 5, which is pretty much happening, we'll see how this story goes. So, let's go ahead and start showing the Showcat builds. And also, the Showcat builds are kind of a little bit messed up. And not just messed up, I mean they're pretty much in the wrong place. So, pretty much is, that you guys can see from that Showcat build on the camping site. That Showcat build was supposed to be the campsite, the coffee shop, the Creation Badger, and the Egypt Cat Palace, which I'm pretty much showing both of them, were all pretty much in wrong ways, because most of all, I had the Egypt bathhouse with this one right here. So, pretty much is, I am showing the campsite, the coffee shop, the Creation Badger, and the Egypt Cat Palace. So, let's go ahead and pretty much do this. So, everyone knows the campsite is. This is from a 2021 Showcat build. I'm not gonna lie. Oh my god. Sorry, I had something in my mouth. But yeah, as I was saying, the campsite is a very interesting Showcat build. I always think, like, here's the thing. I don't know if people really still do camping to today. They probably do anyways. But most of all, I have really never been in camping. Yes, you heard me right. I have never been in camping because, most of all, you're thinking like, oh, because you're pretty much scared or anything like that. No, and because I don't really want to go camping because pretty much like some dangerous animals. And by that, I mean literally anything. Especially like, I guess you can say like figures as well, like literally dark figures or something you could just hear out in the woods. And to be fair, I would not go to the woods or pretty much, go camping at all, because most of all, how scary the woods are. And to be fair, camping is pretty much fun, but sometimes you gotta know your surroundings. It could be anything, like a bear, something doesn't even seem right, or pretty much just a sound actually. So the campsite, it has been one of the most like oldest Showcat builds of all time from 2021. And looking back at this now in 2025, feels a little bit old, doesn't it? Feels a little bit old. It feels like it's just yesterday, but no, it really has turned 4 years later, so which is crazy. So you can tell this whole entire series, especially LEGO World series as well, have gotten so far, so which is great. So campsite, I'm pretty much giving you like literally the best because you've pretty much been one of the best Showcat builds I've pretty much been shown since 2021, so which is great. Alright, next one is the coffee shop. Now the coffee shop has been a little bit interesting Showcat build. I did enjoy most of all how they had like the mugs everywhere, especially like different, I guess like salts and sugar they put in pretty much in the coffee. I'm not really a type of person to drink coffee, because mostly I've seen mostly on people on video, people be drinking coffee, then they go just basically crazy of staying up. Okay, maybe I'll do the same as well, but not like that. I don't really drink coffee like literally at all. So I know it's kind of crazy to say, because I never, and I mean I never even drink coffee. I mean, I did kind of try it before, probably like about, I know this is also kind of crazy to say, about like 10 years ago, and it was just so warm. It was just like, no, I really didn't like it. It wasn't terrible. It was just like, I just don't want to drink coffee like that. at all. So that's why I pretty much just drink like most like just like energy drinks or pretty much just something that's kind of like I really like, by the way. But like I said, if we just have opinions. Sorry, I just have opinions what I pretty much just love drinking. I don't really matter what everyone drinks as well, especially like coffee. So if you guys like coffee, that is pretty much cool. But anyways, the coffee shop has been one of the most showcat builds to ever remember by. I believe there's a bathroom in here too. That one is, yeah, that one's the bathroom. I think this one's the upstairs, isn't it? Yep, this one's the upstairs. Then if we go up top, there's supposed to be a kind of like a room up here, which is weird, because who has a room in a whole entire like coffee shop? Because that's just like, I said that before from the that Pirate Inn showcat build and pretty much the Barber showcat build. They literally have a hotel room. I mean, who sleeps in a bar, by the way? Like, literally sleeps in an actual bar. Like, come on. There's no way someone lives in a bar. If they do, that's kind of crazy. But still, it's good to see the showcat build after pretty much like 4 years later. And it's pretty much one of the most classic showcat builds of all time. So, this is great. So, coffee shop, you're pretty much getting the best because you're literally the best showcat build from literally 2021 as well. So, welcome back. Alright, next one is the Creation Badger. Now, everyone knows the Creation Badger was one of the old showcat builds I've shown for over about literally 4 years ago. And you can pretty much see that I've pretty much seen like the paint tool, the I think that's the discovery tool, that's the copy tool. What is that one? No, that was the discovery tool. Are there both of them? No, that's the oh, that's the build tool, isn't it? Hold on. That one, yeah, that one definitely the build tool. Okay. So that's interesting. This showcat build was, oh, speaking of Badger, hey look, there's a Badger right there. Where did he come from actually? Wait, don't tell me the Badger isn't part of this showcat build. Don't tell me that. If it is, how did I not notice that after 4 years later? That's crazy. But still, this showcat build is a classic one. It has like one of the most like very interesting like discovery worlds you can probably see. You can tell this one's Crystal Crags. That one Deserted. This one Wicked Wastelands. I'm guessing that is Curious Canyon. I think the left one right there is Fantastic Forest or a Whispering Woodlands. This one gotta be Playful Pirate probably. But yeah, it has some very interesting like worlds, by the way, of like the builds. It's pretty much cool to see from over like around 4 years later and pretty much in 2025. But if you guys like the Creation Badger after pretty much like 4 years later, well, I pretty much do like it too because it's pretty much a cool showcat build. So Creation Badger, you're pretty much the best showcat build. Well, and also welcome back in 2025. All right. And we have is one more showcat build shown as one of the most also classic showcat builds of all time and the first ever Egypt showcat build, and that is the Egypt Cat Palace. Now, if y'all want to know, there's pretty much a black cat right here, by the way, which is part of the Egypt Cat Palace, and it's one of the most showcat builds that's pretty much the first ever Egypt showcat build. You pretty got like the I'm guessing that's like the cats as well, which is pretty much cool. Then you got like the Egypt throne. Look at that. You only need like the Egypt queen right here, like Lady Cleopatra, this right here. Then if we go upstairs, and I believe from upstairs, that is yeah, we got a bunch of plants. I don't know if there's food around here. There's another cat. Yeah, there's a bunch of like grass, a bunch of bread, bunch of green apples, then pretty much like jewels. Then up here, it's pretty much just the balcony with pretty much just the whole entire more plants, which is cool. And then up here, pretty much the same thing as I remember. Got some very nice plants. Why did I fell down? Yeah, this looks pretty much great as I remember. I think there's also a downstairs as well. Well, not downstairs, but I guess you could say a dungeon. I guess you could pretty much say it. I'm not entirely sure where it is because it's been so long since I've seen this showcat build. Oh, it's right here. Oh. Okay, well, that's mostly sort of a dungeon as I remember. What is that? Oh. It's just an alligator. For a second, I thought it was some creature I have never seen before in LEGO Worlds. I was like, what is that? And also someone blowing into it. Wow. They are really sick over there. that just really one of my family members. That just pretty much just yeah. I was surprised I don't sneeze that like that either. Anyways, but still, it's kind of crazy to see the alligator here. By the way, also he has a bath. Oh my goodness, he has a bath in here. What? Why does an alligator need a bathtub for some reason? I, I don't even see that at all. That just okay then, Lego Worlds. I guess you can just put anything that's pretty much weird. Well, okay. To be fair, Plant vs Zombies, yes, it's weird, but Lego Worlds definitely not weird. But this right here is just a weird right there. But still, it's good to see this whole entire Showcat build again. It's just been like so long since I've seen these Showcat builds. I mean, we haven't seen these Showcat build pretty much like just like a little bit years later. But it's good to see them again and pretty much in 2025 and with the new series of Best of the Worst Showcat builds and Lego Worlds. So Egypt Cat Palace, you're pretty much the best Showcat build and pretty much one of the classic Showcat builds to pretty much shown in 2025. So which is great. So welcome back. Alright, well everyone, I'm gonna go ahead and end off right here. If y'all enjoy it, sure I know what to do. Okay, so now we're pretty much now caught up pretty much like pretty much the Showcat build now. We still got a lot more Showcat build to show. I mean, there's a ton. I might create another world, by the way. Well, not really the same Showcat build we're gonna show, but I'm gonna pretty much create another world soon enough to continue the best of worst Showcat build and Lego World series. And I'll tell you what, this series is going to be a long time to end, by the way. I'm not entirely sure when it's going to end. Probably maybe like December or probably maybe like around like next year, 2026. So you guys have might to stay in and watch the whole series. So I'll see y'all tomorrow in the next video. Bye.